Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 15 of our Gor-Rok SFO Grimhammer campaign. We are here, finally back, once again, where you can see the enacting of my strategies to try to bring back Operation Resurrection of OXYOTL, basically. So we've grabbed Gor-Rok, we've got a nice, pretty deadly force of Temple Guard. I added in, it was a unit of the Razordon Hunting Pack, and that's we're going to grab another one of these guys as well for Gor-Rok squad. I'm going to try to layer on as many damage over time effects as we can, and just keep our boys as tanky as we can, so it'll be a tanky line, and then a whole bunch of damage over time effects to blend them apart, as well as, of course, Gor-Rok and Lord Croak's murderous capabilities. So let's go ahead and stay in March stance, and we need to get across the ocean here as fast as we can. So the plan is, we should probably hit the Godless Crater first. Gotta have to get over without taking any attrition. The answer is no, so we've got to kind of scoot across the Lustria Strait here quickly. Godless Crater is going to be their main source of power. We're going to sack this once or twice, and basically the plan is just to keep sacking these settlements on repeat, raise, sack, until we get, hopefully, an OXYOTL summon. Ooh, before we go ahead and lay it ashore, we're definitely going to grab this Skull Reef. A lot of gold to just pass up. We have been upgrading in the mainland as well, so OXYOTL has a G-Mantic pylon coming on in. Itza now has finally finished its Corral Arena, so we can get in some of the Engine of the Gods, Ancient Stegodons, which actually we probably want to get one of them into the squad of Itza before too long. Gor-Rok's team. I do want to throw in another Lodestone, because it gives you a nice bump here. Settlement buildings, faction-wise, the more settlements you do control, the Lodestone just gives you more and more gold. Of course, before I do go for that, we have one new Red-Crested Skink. Murtisan is back. His job is basically just going to be to bop around and keep an eye out for any kind of rebellions in the weaker cities. I'm just going to give him a few clever girls, and they're just going to be kind of skating around and keeping an eye out for nonsense. Anytime we have a rebellion that's a little bit stronger than it should be. Let's go ahead and throw in, I am going to throw in the Holy Ziggurat here, as well as the extra insect breeding farm. For Fox March, we're going to increase our kilns, and then if we can grab another, we cannot. So actually, let's grab another growth building. Get the Awakened moving on towards tier 5 as fast as we can. Up in the north, I am going to attempt to trust OXYOTL. We'll see if it actually works out for us. He's down 100, but we are still improving, so if he decides to attack Tlonxla, there's not a lot I can do about it. We are going to choose to have a newly dubbed Shax and Big Kevin moving together to try to take down the Druki of the Blood Hall quickly, and then we can start focusing our efforts on, I mean, if we have to fight OXYOTL, we will. We'll blend them apart and then get to fighting Marathi. There shall be no mercy. First, let's go ahead and have Shax move up in ambush stance just to see what the Druki are up to. We've got Vlandwil there raiding. Is this in our territory? Brave you are, raiding into OXYOTL. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go for this, just to double down on the ambush. We'll throw you into an ambush up in front of Shax. We'll switch Shax over to the Astromancy stance, so that way we have extra vision. But it's going to look like this weak army hitting standing here by themselves, when in reality, Big Kevin waits to jump on the... Do any more building while we can. Be nice to just grab this King Favela in on Tlonxla for the gold. Let's do it. Just a gold building we can replace later on. These ones actually pay for themselves quite quickly, unlike some for the other factions there. Perfect. We also have our Saurus Lord Inzitep moving across the ocean. He's taken a lot of attrition so far, but we're trying to move to assist with the western jungles here. Trying to get out of attrition area. Perfect. Gulf of Medes. We wouldn't be replenishing, but we will be in enemy territory. Let's take a quick look. Well, I guess depending on how well the undead are doing over here. They have sent 2 armies over, so they've got to be doing alright. Empires that are winning over here? That's vampiric corruption. I guess Nagash does, or Archon does spread that. That would make sense. Let's move on forward a little bit further here. Still can't see anything, which is very spooky. Just kind of scooting across the coast where you see a bunch of cobwebs and tombstones placed on up. Alright, well, let's activate our Rite of Ferocity, increase our research rate by 40%, 25% more experience gain, and then all the other goodies as well. Keep these things going on cooldown. But Inzitep actually is going to do some replenishing now. That is fantastic, no matter how small it is. Beautiful. Meeting Tlaqua means we can start trading with them. I'll just take the gold from you. Strength rank 71. How many we'll see how many, in a second, how many settlements they own. 8. Our strength is overpowering in comparison to theirs, so we have to keep in mind they're weaker than the Cult of Sotek and OXYOTL. They've got a fair bit of land, so hopefully they're doing alright.
To war!
For our Dowie friends, I'm happy to hunt down Arwenel over here inside. So there's one inside the settlement still and one over on the side raiding. They were trying to probably get us to come on over and expose ourselves so we could get attacked from the settlement, but we shall see if that works out for them. Ooh. Citadel of Dusk has the Moon Dragon and the Sun Dragon. What do you offer, Dowie? Just some rather angry miners. I think we gotta build in the outpost with the Citadel of Dusk first. Getting in some Sun Dragons while we can sounds fantastic. Hold a Moon Dragon. Tlaqa's got themselves a big old beastie army. Oh, Big Kevin, you failed in your ambush. Fury. Alright, Inzitep, time to do some exploring. This mysterious island needs to be conquered. The name of Lustria. This site is home to a shrine, ancient shrine to a lost god. The place is bathed in power, and as your followers approach, angry runes upon this shrine illuminate. Their glow a beacon to the weary. Choose. Doom booms a deep, disembodied voice. We'll gain some farsight, so the Shroud of War will furl back. Your armies shall cross the lands and seas quicker. Or aggression. Your warriors enter an insatiable frenzy that gives them no thought of self-preservation. Shrug off injury in the state. We'll just grab farsight. We don't need our lads to go crazy. We've got an obsidian blade and a trunk of maps. Perfect. Let's keep scooting on up the coast here. Can't switch back over into full speed, so we're just in battle march for now. If anyone attacks us, they're going to have a really bad day. Set upon by a boarding crew of really angry lizards. We'll bring Paul on over. Let's see what's going on down here with Kairos.
You ruffle feathers.
He's just kind of hanging out. He will likely march back over to the Godless Crater. We took a lot of attrition here. It's definitely still a good idea to probably grab the Skull Reef, but depending on what we have to face off against, that could be problematic. Let's grab it over here for the extra experience. We really have to be careful in this battle here. This has made us go backwards quite a bit. We raid the cove. Ooh, 2 giant crabs. And a whole heap of... What is this guy? AI the Bloated, or Al the Bloated. A whole bunch of Depth Guard. 2 shotgunners, cannons, mortars, and then 2 giant leviathans. I don't think it's anything we can't handle. Auto-resolve is probably going to kill far too many of our own Saurus than I would like. Let's dive on in here and do some damage. Alright, we'll have a quick cut because there was a car alarm going off in the background, and that is absolutely not conducive to a proper recording here. So sad that we still have the same glitch going on with the grass. Hopefully that gets fixed up before too long here. Let's start deployment. Let's try to hold back a cough. Let me mute for a half second while I get everyone deployed, and I'll be back in a second. I think we've recovered. Oh, Curse Nurgle. Also, come on in and take a look at our brand new Temple Guard soon, as it's also been a little bit since you and I have seen any of our units. Gor-Rok has been taking a bit of a hiatus as we have been diving into early access, and it takes a while to actually switch between game states. You can actually, if you ever have issues with your saves, you can actually go into your properties there on Steam, if you have the ability to, and actually roll back to the previous update. Is not going to do good for you if you are wanting to keep your current playthroughs going, but if you've got ones that you had previously that you'd like to get restarted on up, that's the way to go. Maybe aren't working and you just want to finish them. Chotek's messengers, let's go ahead and set them up. a really good unit to be hunting down his artillery, which is going to be a problem. Blessed Spear ones in the woods over here with Tichi Huichi. We have basically replaced all of the Feral Cold ones now. They're an awesome unit, but they are just a little bit too unpredictable. And I'd like to have some more proper elite troops. Keep the Ripperdactyls kind of nearby. And then we will have Fluffy up front ready to throw down. The Revive Bastillodon hanging out with Krotgar. Oh, sorry, Gor-Rok. And then the Death Ball up front to do some artillery dueling. I think the Razor Dawns we want to keep back a little bit. Probably in the woods. We'll retreat them into the woods. They'll be great to help us hunting down the enemy lobsters when they get too close, but before then, we'll want to keep them back. Alright. Ripperdactyls can go with tier 2. All of our missiles as 1 here. Single entities. Perfect, I want Croak up with Gor-Rok. That's the way. Now let's take a look at some of our new units here. A cross between an Ankylosaurus and a skink. And a porcupine, for that matter. Very murderous. All painted yellow for Itza, because I guess white war paint is not allowed. You don't get it with the white hands either, kind of strange. They also have a yellow war paint. Simple guard some of your angriest Saurus you've got. Oh, and I missed the better camera mod, I can't even tell you. You definitely can't get this close normally. Speaking of things, I've been having a list of weapons and armor to add to the wall. The Temple Guard Halberd Mace combo, definitely one of them. Now, maybe this variant here. Oh, take it back. That's the one with a great big ball on the end. That's the only halberd axe for me. That was all our new units. Oh, we do have our Ripperdactyls. The scariest air force that the Lizardmen can muster. Angry Bronze Jaws. Pretty scary unit. Actually, one of the only flyers for the Lizardmen that I would say you should be scared of. Pterodons can drop bombs, but the Ripperdactyls will rip you to pieces. Not again. We'll pull you on back so we're not getting shot at by cannons. Gor-Rok and a ball of fun. Just kind of move into the center here. It'll be hard for that cannon to actually fire. Fluffy, I'm going to pull you into the woods. Cornosaur, you as well. Love to get all of our Normosaurus pulled back. That way they're not getting shot at by artillery. We can just leave all of our buddies up front here. Do business. They will know that my Jotex messengers are over here, so we'll want to be very, very cautious. The AI really likes to scout forests. Although if you are playing on either SFO or Radius, the battle AI is all augmented ever so slightly. I am not wise enough to know exactly what has changed on it. Excuse me. I've been going for the mortar shots. Rain Death. Want to be careful though. I don't think the chameleons are faster than... Where are their Depth Guard at? Well, they're the ones that are leading the charge. Ooh, a nice shot. Good old blinded group of Depth Guard there. Bring Gor-Rok over real speedy like. Start bringing the cavalry on out of the woods. Jotex messengers, come on out. As we are starting to get shot at now. Keep blasting away at the Depth Guard. They're not going to enjoy coming into this at all. Well, Fluffy might have a hard time hitting them. Yeah, they've got the lethal poison on them. Start blasting away now. Cannonade shots going for our quite squishy units, so that's fair. Surprised they're able to hit those up and over the hill like that. Pretty impressive. You two go around. You two just gotta stay here. Spread the enemy very wide if we can. Gor-Rok drop down the extra armor. Definitely gonna need it. Pull on through, because those depth guard with the pole arms are gonna be an issue for you. Turn, start blasting. Come on over, drop the big bubble of note. Should blast the depth guard around a little bit too. Keep them. No text messengers coming up the side there. They should kind of blanket them in shots. We can actually force you through the line. Go for a shot on this Leviathan here. Push our cavalry way wide. We're ripping apart this depth guard unit. They're gonna start diving into the fray now. Poke the Leviathan. Go ahead and drop down the tier 2. Really need it. Don't really need it. Yourselves into melee. Let's go ahead and break these units here. Stay away from the crabs. There's no reason to get charged. One over and explode one of these units quickly. Ripidactyls, dive one in. Try to go through the depth guard there. I don't want them to rampage just yet, so let's go ahead and start pulling the infantry into melee range now. Oh no, death ball, run! Keep throwing down with the big lobster. Try to stop them from firing. Just start throwing down the melee there. Our artillery piece getting serious damage on it. He may not make it out. Come back over, start doing some damage. You guys push your way through. Ah, they got caught. That's entirely my failing there. Let's go ahead and eliminate this group. Actually, we probably need the big bubble of note before it's too late. So heal up these guys here. And then rip the Ripidactyls over on this side so we can give them the takeoff ability, which lets them to launch into the air. It looks like it should have. They can go ahead and rampage out. That'll do. Looks like the depth guard actually made it to the back line. Fortunate. They're poisoned up though, so they're not going to like that one bit. Switch the artillery. Give them a love tap, send them on their way. You can start hunting down the enemy lord there. Perfect, come on, way. Quickly, quickly. Millions. Start getting some fire damage on these depth guard here. Come across the water. Bring you around to start adding some extra poison. Fluffy. Where are you at, my friend? Enemy lord died very quickly. We'll have you hunt down this Leviathan, you and the other Razor Dawn, and that should be very quick work. A few more casualties than we would have wanted to, but I think we did better than the auto-resolve would have given us. Now we get to see Fluffy and Squad do some hunting. Yeah, that's handled. No problem. Is this a group of Death Guard over here? Oh, they're just chasing our... Bold strategy. Growls at him. Got bleed on. A little bit of bleed on our own unit as well, looks like. Alright, go ahead and turn you around and charge in while the Feral Cold Ones try to escape. They're at least not braced, though. That armor piercing should rip right through. Big Lobster's about to fall as well. Well done, lads. Battle outcome undecided. I think we have finished things off quite nicely here. Well, Anna Sharpeye got backhanded through the wall, which is perfect. I think I'm actually going to end up taking our Saurus Scarvet here off of his mount, so he can be on foot alongside Gor-Rok. It makes him a little bit more survivable, I believe. Let's take the kill and eat here. That way we get a fair bit of replenishment to everything except for the death ball. How much gold? Ooh, the lack of dominion. -8 leadership for everyone in 30 meters. Sounds fantastic. He's now an admirable admiral. And the Hidden Pirate Cove gave us 20,000 gold and that plaque of dominion as previously stated. Let's go ahead and jump into March. Get right out of the attrition-y sea. Even in March, I'm not really concerned if each one come over and fight. We have a good bit of missile resist on these Temple Guard. They've got some nice shields. A little sad they're not going to be silver shields as they are Temple Guard, but such is the way. Time to start doing some damage down here in the Southern Waste. We are going to resurrect OXYOTL. We're going to do as much damage as we have to bring OXYOTL back. Hopefully it's not just chaos. I think we might have to actually eliminate some of the corruption. So we'll claim perhaps the never-ending chasm or Mount Athul, and then we'll just do some damage from there. Keep sacking the Godless Crater. Something of the sort. We'll go ahead and spend some gold here at the Mangrove Coast. And in OXYOTL, we can afford. Thinking we just keep increasing our gold. The Old Run 1 monument helps out our control that is continuously dropping. So we can fix that up with the Floating Gardens, giving us 8 more control, income from all buildings in this province, and then the adjacent province as well. Some nice escalating bonuses. We need 5 to get to the next tier, so let's go ahead and take Sabatun up. That way we can go for more growth. More growth. How long do we have to wait for Itza? A very long time. Let's go for more growth in OXYOTL, and then the upgraded lodestone as well. All gold. Walotl, up here in the north, we could go for an upgrade. Landwell, that's a very interesting strategy.
Ridiculous.
What do you mean, ridiculous? Oh, we can't actually reach him. What on earth? You're not going to take any damage from being in the swamps? What a strange strategy. Oh, we can reach him. Okay. He is a fool. Alright, Shax, let's get you on the other side so there's no question on if you're going to actually catch him or not. And then Big Kevin, come on over and give him a smack on the forehead. Big Kevin, what are you doing? Can you reach from over here? Terrifying. A decisive win, it says, with low casualties. We haven't gotten to rip up the Druki all that much. This is, I mean, it's a pretty terrifying group of missile troops, though, so you know what? Yoink. We'll take it while we can. Let's go ahead and kill and eat. A whole bunch of dark shards. That could be a pretty big problem. Shax, you stay in Astromantic stance. We'll just pass out the skills we earned. Our ill-gotten glory. Healer in death or meat shield. Still haven't decided yet since we don't have any Crocs of Gore just yet. 10% more hit points, 10% more weapon strength. Or is it better to go for the Aura of Inertia? What is that upgrade on Despair? Despair is just 10 leadership, as well as the kind of drop to speed and vigor. So this gives you minus 10 defense as well. Intriguing. Let's go for the Reptilian Instincts here for charge bonus and weapon strength. And we're going to go for the first point into Enforcer of Order, and then over to Woundmaker ×2. Get his damage as much as possible. Ramak, our new Skeek Priest. I'll just give him the Harmonic Convergence, and then Rolling Skies not being all that useful for you. But Ranon's Thunderbolt could do some solid damage to a consolidated unit of Druki crossbowmen. Gor-Rok. Make you faster. 37 speed. He's almost as fast as Grimgor. He's getting there. For Shax, we'll just go for... He's just got a couple Saurus at the moment, so we'll just give him the Predatory Fighter. he's just kind of a support team for Big Kevin at the moment. The model will go up to the next tier. We'll throw in the upgrades to everything in Tloxla. See if Big Boy Mazda actually is a friend or not. It's still improving. He's taken some damage, it looks like, from the Blood Hall coming. Someone took down the Well Springs. I think this used to belong to him. He made very short work of the humans living there, as I guess we could expect. Before we do any more upgrading, let's see. Oh, never mind. Inzatep is out of movement for the turn. 11 turns for the next upgrade here. Let's go for just the marks the old ones. Not keen on waiting 11 turns. Better insect breeding farm here. Up tier 4, so I think we just take blocks up. Lodestone or Ancient Harbor, I believe is the call. And we'll go for the meat storage hall. Grades as far as the eye can see. Moved Murtisan. I'm going to keep you just kind of scooting around. Blood Swamps is usually where the rebellions kick off. But let's come on over, because I did see a unit of Tomb Kings hiding over here. So let's come on over towards the Altar of the Horned Rat. Rebellion here at the Volcanic Islands. Good, the peasants are coming to bring us their things again. That'll be our turn? Maybe. Soon. Thank you, Murtisan. He's finally done moving. Rebellion, oh no, the Skaven are back. Sequence of the Honored Guardians. The most respected of all Saurus warriors, the Temple Guard, are equipped with the finest arms and armor available. So are the Saurus. Melee defense extra +4 for both. Now we can finally finish with the Sequence of Enhanced Instinct, giving us +5% alignments from all battles, as well as dropping our recruitment time for all of our Saurus and Temple Guard, 10% more weapon strength and spell resistance for anyone that are above rank 7, so all the single gold chevrons, and then we'll start generating our first Old One's favor, +1 per turn, which you need that for our specialized technologies over here. Give you some pretty good army abilities later on, like this Geomantic Healing. 1% healing per second, up to 10% health points. Pretty great.
No, you failed.
That's fair. You just keep doing your thing there, Mutable. We'll have Murtisan hang out in the Altar of the Horned Rat. We're sitting more Skinks on over. That's an awesome looking red crest with shields. I want some. I don't think we're able to actually recruit them though. That's a specific unit for
Aquasur.
Tehinowen. Let's see how well the port over here is defended. So it looks like Yumis are still over here. We can go ashore at El Kalabad and take down Arkan.
This is the wrong path.
He is in march stance, so he's not going to be doing any recruiting this turn. It'll depend on if we can actually land and attack at the same turn. We'll determine on what we do. We could also just stab the humans in the back.
Choose your words.
He's fighting Cetra as well, so this would allow us to make friends with Cetra. Yeah, Volkmar, your craziness might be the end of you. Gor-Rok has no time for fervor. At least the Tomb Kings are predictable. Let's go ahead and upgrade the Lodestone here in Brigone, I believe. Looks like that army retreated. No, we crushed them. They were in march stance. But of course, speaking of march stance, we'll do the same, going to the edge of our territory. We'll have Jax continue to kind of hang out. I don't think they could go past Big Kevin, so hopefully Shax can be safe. You're just hanging out. Hopefully no one declares the attack on you specifically, but I think even then they can probably hold out until Big Kevin arrives to kick in their heads. Could just go for the upgrade at Jahutek. Has to be tier 4 for the Temple of the Eclipse. 10% more research rates, really what we're going for. So let's wait the 9 turns. That sounds like an incorrect play, but I don't know how much more and more growth will actually increase that speed there. I think it's supposed to take a while up to the temple cities. I think the next call is probably the lodestone, just for more overall settlement gold. Gor-Rok. We don't know where Hyros is. Before we land here, we may actually grab the stability field for that drop to attrition suffered. We are so close to the secrets of chaos. If we land, we don't have enough to not take attrition for a turn, which is spooky. How long till we can activate the Rite of Resilience? 7 more turns? I don't know where Kairos is, and he can teleport on over and be a huge pain. I think we wait for a turn before embarking, because we can embark and immediately encamp, and then start our attack from there. We do want to be smart with our invasion of the Southern Waste, otherwise we risk ending it before we even arrive. Perfect. You keep moving toward Inzitep. Getting up towards El Kalabad. Make sure all of our lads are moved. Let's come on down to Gor-Rok, where we got some interesting stuff going on with the Ichian forces. We wait. The elf spawns issue. Carry out a successful assassination attempt against the following character. Yes, yeah. We get an armor of fortune, some alignments, and some treachery. We can try that for sure. Kairos has ran all the way home. He's got a lot of exalted pinks and normal pinks. This would be a fight of could he take our units down before we make it into contact. That'd be a tough one. They do actually drop physical resistance on the way in with that banish. Oh, and they've got bonus versus infantry and armor piercing on their missile strength now. Wow, exalted pinks are terrifying. Well, they all have bonus versus infantry on their missile strength. I wonder if that's something that Kairos is providing. Okay. Well, we are going to land ashore. Depending on how much movement we retain. 39% only, huh? Makes invading quite spooky. Cliffs there, so we wouldn't be able to attack the same turn. Intriguing. Maybe we do strike from one of the weaker settlements. Kairos will go with us, but we can replenish for one more turn there, a very small amount. And plan our attack a bit better.
You ruffle feathers.
Normal pinks also have armor piercing. They normally don't, so that's quite good to keep in mind. We haven't been fighting against Kairos enough on SFO. Mirth and the Winds of Warpfire on just the normal pinks. Pretty good. Giving them a nice little bump. Rats are still building up like they always do. We will go ahead and not upgrade the Fuming Serpent, as they'll probably just turn around and attack it. We'll go for the growth buildings here at Zlanhwapek. Harbor as well. Now it's time to go take down the Pillars of Unseen Constellations. This belongs to me now, Dark Elves. Awesome. Fair few Dark Elves in here. We actually get ourselves a proper battle. One that was robbed from us previously. Can you make it over here? Nope. March stance it is. That's alright, buddy. We will need your troops. Even if once they arrive, I will likely forget they're here entirely. Let's have ourselves a fight against the Druki. We do love us some battered edgelords. Let's get in there and get them. Let's take a look at what kind of abilities they had to start. We've got bonus with infantry on that bleak sword, so we'll have to keep that in mind. So as long as they're winning, they've got more damage and they cause fear. 44 anti-infantry is pretty strong. We've got 39-59. So they will actually trade pretty well against our Saurus. We'll have to keep that in mind. Alright then, let's rip and tear. Alright, we can still play like the Lizards and not play to their advantage at all. They have one unit of artillery, so we want to pull back pretty aggressively towards the corner. Source on the inside. The Dark Riders are not as aggressively scary as they think they are. We really can ignore them and let our Clever Girls rip them apart. Now let's throw the Skink Cohort up front. They are going to be our spendable unit here. And a bit more of a block formation, so they have more mass as well as have more accuracy when throwing. So less accuracy and more they can actually turn and fire at different groups faster in this little block formation. Back's not getting shot by the Reaper Bolt throwers on accident. You on one side here. We've got our red crest as well. Put them in the back line. We can tell them, do not die, and they oblige, which is pretty great. Something normal units get to do. All of our missile troops here. We'll grab the Umbral Tide, who is entirely invisible. You just send them around behind. These guys have snipe. Just stocked, which is fine. We will have them deployed on this angle here. Push out to these dunes. Mage behind him. We'll have all the Feral Cold ones holding in the back there. There's not a lot of places to actually place them. We'll have our Stegodon, giving everyone around him some more armor. Cohort of OXYOTL behind the line. Pterodons off to the side here. Alright, want to keep our Pterodons well away from the enemy archers. They're also our best unit at hunting them down, so nice balance will be required. Are you lads ready? That'll begin. Let's get it going. Get them off the side there. Meant to deploy them behind, but we got a bit eager to get the battle going. You guys come off way to the side here. The idea is to annihilate any groups of Druki cavalry. They get a bit aggressive. We want to be kind of on the other end of one of these hills here. You all rotating? They should win even if the Dark Riders catch them. Oh, they're just going to sit back and wait. Their strategy. See how it plays out for them. A minute till my reinforcements arrive. We'll see what they are adjusting to, so pull back a bit. Keep trying to get around behind the army here. Let's see, do they definitely know that we have chameleons over here in the hidden? I see Blackguard of Nagaron coming over. I think they definitely know we've got chameleons. Stay far enough back, we can continue to stalk. 19 seconds before our other Saurus arrive, we do have some Thunderbolts to drop on down. 100% armor piercing. These are actually pretty cheap too. Ooh, lovely. Muscle cars kicking on in outside. I'm gonna mute for a moment. They should leave pretty soon. Right, reinforcements have arrived. Oh, beautifully. Blast on any more loud sounds there. I have faith they won't for now. Oh, this Earsaurus moving up. So their flank here. Just put them in with group 1. And I'm gonna have these guys all in guard mode so they don't actually go chasing anyone unnecessarily. You're around behind the enemy army. We'd rather not take too much fire from the crossbows they've got. Once they've all got set up, we can move on forward. Looks like they're coming towards us on this other side here and sending the riders out. I wonder if they hear the skinks. Alright, well, let's pull the Clever Girls off way on the flank there. Yeah, it's not going to like it one bit, but I'm not here to care. We need to overwhelm them with numbers. Alright, now let's start bringing the rest of this squad forward. Skinks are behind the line now. Try to keep the Blackguard over here to maybe keep us worried about moving in. I don't think it's going to help out even a little bit. I'm going to have you just smash that front line and go after the Death Hag. Going around behind. We'll know that there's some shenanigans afoot if they all of a sudden send both of their artillery crews back. Pull you guys out here. Spread out a little bit. Looks like they're going to start firing in single target mode. Does make sense. Go ahead and send the infantry a bit more forward. He's just diving into combat here. Oh, we are ready. Millions. Keep pushing towards the crossbows for the Reaper bolt throwers. Let's get some fair damage on our bolstery boy here. Block the infantry, send them into combat. We'll give them more precise targets as they get in. We'll have the javelins going after this unit of dark shards. Over after these dark riders here. Going for the booms. No one's going to do anything to the Kroxagor as no one can move. Monster Strength is active. We've got a Blood Statuette as well. Alright, clever girls, do your thing. Emerald Tide, come on forward. We had to have the Kroxagor in, have them start smashing different groups of dark shards. You guys go after dark shards. Blackguard. Dark shards behind. Well, there's no escape. Oh, looks like the dark shards immediately knew what was happening. They've chased after our skinks. Impressive, but futile. Turning to blast away, but I think it is too little too late. Through skinks, meeting Uranus Thunderbolt in on all of this nonsense here. Refuse to die and dive into combat. The amount of explosions going on. And we drop the bombs. Sorry, Druki. That's the end for you. Oh, he's still caught with all of these units around him. You just keep rampaging, brother. I think we've got him. Bring the Saurus back. We'll have you guys just keep mauling here so I can drop the bombs and not too much friendly fire. There's too many skinks in that area. Other girls have chased them off quickly. A brutal fight. Very short, though. Cohort. Dash in and break whoever's left. Caught between the Saurus and the Clever Girls is a bad time for anyone. Look at this man here, though. Secret Agent Druki. I don't think it's worth it. I think you should leave. Who's left? Who's not broken here? It must have been this unit of Blackguard. They were going to hold the line to the bitter end. But alas, wasn't enough. We're going to go ahead and round out these captains, try to get as many experience points as we can, and I'll catch you in a moment. Alright, well, we ripped the Druki apart, and now the settlement belongs to me. Wonderful how that works. We shall not even loot and occupy, we're just going to grab this as is, repair the temple cities, without having to actually repair any of the buildings. Underground Lagoon would allow us to get more Saurus. Don't really want them in here, though. will take the Skink Barrios, as we will have to kind of break across the Gulf here to actually take down the Blood Hall once and for all. I think it'll be a great opportunity for us to make friends with OXYOTL, as we already have. The Wellsprings of Eternity is not going to be yours. This belongs to me. I will be giving you nothing, although it might actually allow us to make even faster friends with OXYOTL. Hang on, let's see how this works. If I was to give you Pillars of Unstein Constellations, would you... Ah, see, that works. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and take a... Maybe not a military alliance, but let's go for trade and a defensive one. And now OXYOTL's on our team. Take a look. Oh, we are going to trespass, though. Surely that won't matter. You have the wisdom of the first spawning. Indeed. OXYOTL is now on our team. This is going up to 76 positive. Just as we planned it. Alright, Vermok. Yeah, Uranus Thunderbolt was great. I just didn't cast it nearly as often as I should have. So we'll go ahead and grab Harmonic Convergence Heal. Whoa, that's a lot of armor. 30 of both melee attack and defense. This would make our Roxagor a brutal beast. Let's go for that. Probably should give you route marchers you can keep up. Had a little bit of trouble there last time. Oh good, we aren't actually... Didn't think we would actually be trespassing. Oh, maybe we are. Big whoops. But we're gonna go over here and take down the Blood Hall. You better get your bank account ready. We need lots of gold. Sweet. Okay, well, can we do any kind of upgrading before I decide as its turn is over? Well, now that he's on our team, we can go for a full suite of upgrades here. I'm gonna go for more growth in Tlox, more growth in Hawksmarsh. Tloxlon, we are just waiting for that 4th point in population surplus, and then we can get our beautiful Temple of the Eclipse. Let's grab the Grand Plaza here. 10% more income kind of out of nowhere is amazing. Did they respond? We'll have one more intern. We'll see how Kairos responds to us moving over to Mount Athul. Then we'll end the turn. Or indeed. So there. Inzit I am more and more thinking we declare war on Volkmar randomly. He is fighting Cetra. Let's first land on El Kalabad, as we are suitable for desert climate, so perhaps even the great plan was always that we are the true Doom Kings. Right nearby. We should be able to land and attack El Kalabad next turn. Could be able to, is the key word there.
Chosen of Sigma.
He's trading with Locke. Okay, we can't be mean to Volkmar.
Mighty Sigma.
Welcome to the Lizard Team,
me the
Volkmar.
power to see untruths in the words
Oh, you've got a lot of money.
others. You are wise indeed.
I'm ignoring every one of your words and counting your coins.
My dynasty reigns supreme.
Doom Kingdoms. How are you guys still alive? That's impressive.
Fear my
No one has finished off the Doom Kingdoms by now, or the Dune Kingdoms by now. It'd be more scary if they were the Doom Kingdoms. What kind of gold get you? Probably upgrading Tlox to a tier 3 is nice and smart. All of our coastal settlements are very, very dangerous then. Giving us maximized gold back for their troubles. The Blood Swamps, I am going to slot in yet another Stonemaker here. More research rate and income from all provincial capitals.
No, you
settlement buildings.
failed.
And then upgrade Tlox to tier 3. You know what? I can go back then. Blood Swamps. Those stone marker for you instead. Go ahead and take this up to tier 3. Beautiful. Alright, Murtisan, we'll have you then come on back.
Skinks.
You defend the Fuming Serpent? Not quite. Oh, we can't defend either of those. And go out near to them. Bit strange. We'll just have him move towards the marks of the old ones. As no matter what here, all of these settlements on the coast are nice and safe. Ooh, Lutheran Sea Guard. Awesome defense force here. Actually have some missile strength for the Lizardmen. Makes us dangerous. Okay, let's go ahead and head on down to Gor-Rok in the Crystal Kingdom and in the turn. Hello, Mazdamundi. He wants us to join his war against Marathi for a fair bit of gold. I am here for that. Model has an outpost already going in, and Kairos ran on over to Mount Athul. Looks like it's going to be a case of try to find a weak spot while he tries to keep us out. Luckily, it looks like we have kept his attention long enough so that Melwyn has at least done some damage. Blessed Chameleon Skinks again, no Saurus. How surprising, so we have to win 3 battles. Gor-Rok, I am so tempted to just throw yourself in there to fight down Kairos. This is going to be a lot of really scary armor-piercing anti-infantry missiles, which will tear us to pieces. We're going to do instead. Fortunately, I think we're going to try to meet up with Melwyn. Problem is, no matter where we go, Kairos is going to follow. Kairos the puppy guarder. Can we jump in and go into... I think Kairos by himself I think we can handle, but I don't want to take any attrition at all. We will make that decision in the next episode, though. For now, I'm going to be out of time for today. I have been at Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the light god and a sub for the sub-thon. See you on the next one.